Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this chilly Memorial Day. I am Noelle Kalbline. I am the director of the Senior Center, and I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Victor Garofalo, the Assistant Town Manager, Finance Director, and we welcome you today to the Memorial Day Parade.
Yes, thank you to Dracut Access TV for their coverage of the Memorial Day Parade today and every year. They do an awesome job, and we're happy to be here with them. Right now, you see the beginning of the parade starting. We have our motorcycle team here, our police officers from Lowell helping out today on the Memorial Day Parade. We see a couple other ones here. Let's see, we've got Somerville. So look at these guys. Nice.
In Newburyport.
Yeah, a couple. So we have a lot of people helping out today, which is really lovely. You'll see up next, we have one of our own vehicles here.
We have the Dracut Police Department. It is made up of 44 professional police officers and 6 non-uniform staff who provide police and administrative services for the town. The police department is headed by Chief Bartlett, Peter Bartlett.
Yep, and they got some people riding along in the cruiser, hopefully. Just a one-time ride here.
And we have John Goslin in the officer's cars.
Yes, thank you to the police department. They help a lot with the Memorial Day Parade. They help us, block some of the streets off, make sure that traffic has stopped so that we're able to have the parade run with no interruptions. So we really would like to thank the Dracut Police Department for everything they do for the town. So right now
we have the 215th Army Band of the Massachusetts Army National Guard from Fall River, Mass. Governor's own and the second oldest military band in the country.
Yes, and they are actually the only military band left in Massachusetts. So we are very thankful for them to choosing to come to Dracut's Memorial Day Parade this year. It's very special. Wow, listen to them. They sound great. Coming up next, we have the American Legion, who has a trailer of some of Dracut's veterans. So here you see them coming. The current commander is Dick Ducharme of both the Dracut American Legion Post 315 and the Dracut VFW Post 9307. Any veteran that's interested in joining either organization would contact Dick Ducharme, 978-888-1817. Dick is very involved in town. He's great. And here you see some of our veterans on the Tupin rigging float. Thank you to Tupin for always transporting our veterans at the Memorial Day Parade. And then behind them you have Tupin Towing and Recovery. You'll see that they are the largest Merrimack Valley AAA affiliate vendor located in Dracut on Bridge Street. Tupin Towing provides towing services, roadside assistance, and battery installation at your home. So you'll see all their vehicles here. And they are actually towing a couple of antique cars, which is really cool. And there's their roadside assistance vehicles.
It's a nice antique car coming up.
Yep, they do have a couple of antique cars there. Really, really nice.
It's a beautiful antique car, that white car.
Oh yeah,
yes.
And we love the patriotic spirit with the American flags on all of the vehicles as well, which is really, really nice. And here's another one. This one's purple. Looks nice. I wish I could tell you guys what the cars are, but I'm not well versed in antique cars.
I'll join you there. I have no idea.
I think this one says Thunderbird.
This is a Thunderbird.
Okay,
so
that one I
Ford.
know that I recognize the name. This is the fire department
The fire
that's coming up.
department.
Yep. So you'll see a couple of the fire department's vehicles later in the parade bringing up the rear. But right now...
Right now we have the Dracut Fire Department. Dracut Fire Department is headed by our fire chief, Rich Patterson. And you'll see here that the Dracut Fire Department is composed of 43 full-time firefighters, which includes the Chief Patterson. The Dracut Fire Department has several vehicles in today's parade, including 2 new apparatus, as well as an Engine 5. Those will be coming along later on in the parade.
And up next, we have a very important man. We have our Grand Marshal for today's Memorial Day Parade. We have Frederick Pat Waller, who is 100 years old. He's going to be 101 this August. Pat enlisted in the U.S. Army on March 10th, 1943. He completed basic training in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. During his time in the Army, he earned a Bronze Star, Purple Heart, the Prize Combat Infantry Badge, European Campaign Medal, the American Campaign Medal, Distinguished Unit Ribbon, and the World War II Victory Medal. Pat fought in Normandy, northern France, and Germany. He was wounded and earned his Purple Heart on his 21st birthday. Thank you, Pat, for your service. We are so happy to have you here today.
So behind him, we have Jerry Mercier in his 1954 U.S. Marines Corps radio Jeep. This Jeep is a memorial to all the Dracut Marines and veterans.
Yeah, thank you, Jerry. He always puts this Jeep in the parade. It's really nice. And thank you to Troop 80 for holding the Vietnam banner, those lost in Vietnam. This banner lists the names of Dracut residents who lost their lives in the Vietnam War. Jerry Mercier is responsible for that. He gives us that banner every year so that we never forget those who we've lost. And again, thank you to Troop 80 for holding that banner for us today.
So coming up now, we have our state representative, Colleen Gary, the town manager for the town of Dracut, Ann Vando, and 2 of our selectmen, Allison Janess and Jennifer Kolpinski.
That's some powerful women walking by.
Coming behind them, we have members of our school committee. We have our chair, Renee Young. We have Rebecca Duda and Rob Shepard, and they are accompanied by their children. These are our members of our school committee.
Yes, we love that we get a lot of participation from a lot of different groups here in town, and we'd like to really recognize, the selectmen, the town manager, and the school committee for coming, showing their support and being here.
Behind them, we have our select women, Heather Santiago Hutchins and her family, or is accompanied by her family.
Yep, so Heather's coming, and then right behind that we have some more. We have
selectmen, our newest selectman, Josh Chandler, and our chair of the select board, Tony Archinsky.
Riding in this Humvee that I believe Josh owns, which is really cool. Yep, so you can see the Humvee. Josh is driving. He's got quite a crew there in back. And thank you to our selectmen for being here today.
It's great that the rain held off today, and we were able to have this nice
we did
parade.
get drizzled on while we were lining up, but it was still, we've had 3 years in a row of pretty hot weather, so we were due. Pun intended. We were due for some rain, so we do slow down some of the parade. So you may see a couple gaps here and there as we welcome the next group coming up. We do have a couple more musical acts coming up. The next group that you're going to see is going to be the Pipes and Drums of New Hampshire Scott. So that's coming up. Some pretty cool outfits that they wear as well. So for those of you who are enjoying at home, I'm a little jealous. It's a little chilly out here.
It is cold. Last year, I think we were in shorts and short-sleeve shirts.
Yes.
Today, we almost have to put the hat and gloves on.
The last few years, we've lucked out and had sunny and warm. So we will accept today because it didn't downpour. We are a rain or shine event. So as long as there's no thunder and lightning, you'll always see this Memorial Day parade.
While we wait for the drums, we just want to give thanks today for all our fallen heroes. They've given up their ultimate sacrifice to defend our country, and we really want to thank them, and our gratitude go out to them and their family for everything they've done for our country.
Yes, and I'm very lucky working at the Senior Center. I get to interact with a lot of our veterans. We have a veterans breakfast once a month, typically the first Tuesday of the month. So if anyone is ever interested in joining a veterans breakfast, that is open to all veterans, their families, or those interested in veteran affairs. So that, like I said, that is typically the first Tuesday of every month. So we do have one coming up next week.
We do. And if anybody ever needs any help or services, any of our veterans office is open, our VSO. Please contact them, and they can certainly assist in any services or needs that you might need.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes that goes hand in hand with the work that we do at the Senior Center. So we do have a social services coordinator. Her name is Stephanie. You'll see her later driving on the Senior Center bus. So she's always there to help. We all are. So stop on by. All right, now we got rolling in the next wave coming up.
So right now, our band members are playing the bagpipes, the snares, the tenor, and the bass drums. The New Hampshire mission is to help build the next generation of pipers and drummers in support of our mission to preserve and promote Scottish culture for future generations. Let us take a moment as we listen to them.
Yes, they've come to quite a few parades with us in the last few years. They do an excellent job. They sound lovely. Bagpipes usually make me cry, so I'll try to hold off today.
It's amazing.
They sound excellent.
Very impressive.
It must be a hard instrument. I wonder if it's a hard instrument to learn to play.
Yes.
Yeah. And coming up next, we have our Dracut Girls Softball Association. The Dracut Girls Softball Association is an organized youth sport that includes girls from our community from the ages of 5 to 17. All coaches and board members are volunteers that give their time to facilitate a safe, positive learning environment in which the young ladies of Dracut can learn about and participate in fast-pitch softball while enhancing their self-esteem, self-confidence, and self-discipline. Thank you guys for being here.
So behind them, we have the Dracut Soccer Association. The Dracut Soccer is the club for youth soccer in Dracut and has Dracut players from kindergarten all the way to high school.
And there's that enthusiasm that we love to see. So you'll notice the next few groups, a lot of kids coming through. We love to see their support and their spirit as they come through. We have the Brookside Elementary PTO coming up. All right, and the Brookside Elementary Parent-Teacher Organization creates a fun environment for Brookside Elementary students every year.
And coming behind them, we have the Dracut Youth Lacrosse Association. Founded in 2002, Dracut Youth Lacrosse continues to grow and now has both girls and boys teams with over 200 athletes involved. We enjoy the teaching of sports and providing a fun experience for all involved.
And there they are chanting USA as they come through. They are adorable.
Yeah.
All right, and up next, you're going to see Dracut Pop Warner. Dracut Pop Warner Football and Cheer is a nonprofit organization that provides youth football and cheer programs for participants who live in Dracut. Dracut Pop Warner's goal is to create an opportunity for our youth to reap the benefit of participation in team sports while maintaining a safe, structured, and supportive environment. They provide high-quality athletic training while emphasizing strong work ethic in the classroom and on the playing field. So I'm sure you can see a couple football players here. You got the cheerleaders on the other side. Thank you guys for being here.
So behind them, we got the Dracut High School Band. The Dracut High School Marching Band is comprised of Dracut High students from all walks of life. The band performs at all home football games in addition to a number of parades and community events in and around Dracut. Let's take a moment to listen to them.
I was in the marching band in high school, so I love to see the marching band. That's my favorite. Up next, we have our Lions Club. Dracut Lions Club is celebrating their 51st anniversary this year. They support many town activities and fundraise for eye research. They meet the second Wednesday of every month at Dracut House of Pizza.
And coming up behind them, we have the Dracut Fire Department Antique Fire Truck. This truck is unique in that it is owned and maintained by the Dracut Fire Department.
And we just got slightly out of order here this morning.
Behind them, we have the DPW department, and you will see that they have their vacuum truck in the parade. This is a new truck that was added 2 years ago, and two of the new fire trucks driven by our DPW department.
Yep, and the DPW is amazing. They took a large role in today's parade as well. They have a lot of functions that support the upkeep of the town's public grounds and public ways. This includes park maintenance, paving, and of course plowing and sanding, just to name a few. We want to take a moment to thank the Dracut DPW for today's parade route. They clean the streets and hang the flags in preparation for today's event.
And behind them, we have the Dracut Fire Department and the trucks in the Dracut Fire Department. Again, the Dracut Fire Department is composed of 43 full-time firefighters. The Dracut Fire Department has several vehicles in today's parade, including 2 new apparatus in the parade, as well as engine number 5.
Yep,
Car
so-
4, a command vehicle, and Squad 3,
Yes.
as well as the antique engine you just saw.
Yep, so you can see it. There's Command, there's Squad 3, and there's Engine 5.
Right.
I got it. All right, next we have the Knights of Columbus. We did get a little out of order here, so please excuse us while we scramble through our pages. But we do have the Knights of Columbus, Council 4225. It's a Catholic fraternal organization that supports many charities in Dracut and the surrounding area, including coats for Katie's Closets and donations to the Dracut Food Pantry. Meetings are the second Tuesday of each month at the St. Francis Church. You can contact John McLaughlin at council4225@gmail.com for more information.
And behind that, we got the Arbors of Dracut. The Arbors at Dracut is a third-generation family-owned and operated assisted living community offering independent living, assisted living, and memory care. At the Arbor, residents enjoy the independence in a supportive environment surrounded by friends and neighbors with the peace of mind that comes with knowing that 24/7 care is always available.
Yeah, we got a little gap here. So again, I'd just like we'll take a second and talk about what goes into the parade every year. So the parade is a really fun event, and it is a lot of work for a lot of people, but everyone's happy to do it. It all comes together with the help of a lot of town departments. So right now we are in search of a new VSO who would be helping next year. The Senior Center also helps participate and help the parade run. The DPW, like I said earlier, they shut down the streets for us. They make sure the roads are clear, and the police department as well. Just making sure that the event takes off safely.
So coming up right now, we have John Dock Credit Union.
Oh, there they are.
They're the third oldest credit union in the United States, proudly serves the Dracut community with 2 convenient locations along the branch at Dracut High School. Their commitment team actively gives back to the community through thousands of volunteer hours, financial wellness classes, and robust fiscal support for various local causes.
Yes, and here's looks like the littlest Jean Dark member in the stroller there.
I
so
believe
cute.
Also John Dock is a supporter of our Veterans Breakfast.
Yes, they are. So they make the food, they fund the food. So the food that we have at our Veterans Breakfast, they do a lot. And that's 11 breakfasts a year, and then we do a barbecue over the summer, which is really nice. But they are very good to our veterans. Mm-hmm. So as they get a little bit closer, we have the Guiding Light Dance Academy. The Guiding Light Dance Academy is wrapping up its 13th year in education dancers from ages 2 through adult. Registration for the new season is now open. There we go, and we've got girls of all ages here. dancing with their pom-poms. It's a lot of fun. Here we go. We got the little ones riding in the trailer. Some of the older ones doing some dancing.
They're definitely all in sync.
Yeah, good for them.
Very good. Look at
I
that.
have no rhythm. I really mean that.
No.
Like, none. So fun.
Ah, look at this.
Oh, so fun.
Very awesome.
Thank you,
All
Guiding
ages
Light
here.
Dance Academy. So great.
While we wait for the next thing, I know Noelle talked about, what goes into this, and I also want to thank Noelle. She led the, putting this parade together, and I appreciate all her help, as do all the participants in the parade. Our DPW was a huge help in this parade, closing up the streets, assisting with, the parade route, and we can't think without the Sportsman's Club.
Yep.
Yep,
So the Centralville
definitely.
Sportsman's Club is a huge, huge, huge help to the Memorial Day Parade. You'll see them in a little bit. They will be, they're towards the end of the parade. So they help set up so that all of the participants are organized. They step off on time so that Victor and I can get here to do the announcing. They make sure that the parade goes off. And it's really, we can't thank them enough. So
No.
the Sportsman's Club and Dan Croce is really, really great.
So right now, I believe we have Colonel Bailey's 2nd Massachusetts Regiment coming.
Yes. So this is a reenactment group.
Yep, they were founded in 1974 for the bicentennial. They strive to preserve American unique heritage through extensive research and first-hand experience, recreating the life and events of the American Revolutionary War period from 1775 to 1783, specializing in providing impressions of civilian militia, Continental Army, and civilian professions.
Yeah, so this is really cool. This is the first time we've had them in the parade.
Yes.
So yep, so they're fully dressed. Yep, Revolutionary War period. Wow.
Oh,
I saw a couple of the kids jump.
I jumped.
That was cool. So we thank Colonel Bailey's 2nd Massachusetts Regiment for being here for the first time at Dracut's Memorial Day Parade.
I think coming up now we have Shaw's Farm Dairy. Yes, 116-year-old farm serving Dracut. They
Yep,
have
so
some
that-
of their vehicles in the parade.
Yep, so this is their tractor.
I will say I am a fan of Shaw's ice cream.
Oh,
One of
it's
my
very
favorite is maple walnut. I enjoy that.
I've also been told by a few of my employees that the banana milk you can't miss.
Yep.
I heard it's very, very good. I have not yet tried it myself.
And
So
their chocolate milk is to die for.
Is it?
Oh yes.
I see that I might have to be making a stop this week. Pretty cool, those big tractors. That tire is definitely taller than me. And right behind them we have Sage Farm, another farm in Dracut, family owned since 1915. They've got corn, the best corn available, starting July 20th. So look out for that in season coming up this summer.
So we got the Dracut Old Home Day. Dracut Old Home Day is September 7th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. There was also going to be a 5K road race. For those who are interested, it's www.dracutoldhomeday.com.
Yes.
It's a
I don't know.
great
If you haven't been to Dracut Old Home Day, that is not an event you want to miss. It is a lot of fun.
I enjoy the fried dough.
I will say that the fried dough is amazing. Actually, a lot of the food, a lot of the restaurants in town participate, and it's really awesome. It's a really fun event. So up next, we have Christchurch United. Christchurch United of Dracut, Massachusetts has been worshiping God and serving the community since 1711. It has been telling and living the story of God's grace through Jesus Christ for over 300 years. This congregation is a part of the United Church of Christ, a Protestant denomination of the worldwide Christian family.
And behind them, we got the Hot Tamale Brass Band. They are New Orleans-style marching band playing New Orleans jazz, Dixieland, and second-line brass band music. The Hot Tamale Brass Band has performed in 1,700 times at Fenway Park since 1999.
Ooh,
Let's
that's
take a
awesome.
moment to listen to them. Feel like I'm on Bourbon Street.
I know! They have been in quite a few of our Memorial Day parades now, and they are really fun. All right, now we have coming up Cub Scout Pack 80. Cub Scout Pack 80 of Dracut is for boys and girls in grades K through 5, where they can learn useful life skills, leadership, and strong moral values in a fun, safe, and engaging environment.
And behind them, I believe we
Yes.
have Troop 25. You want to get your middle schooler off the couch and outside? Scouting provides a great opportunity to learn about self, others, and community, all while having fun and being outdoors. Troop 25 has been proudly supporting our community for over 71 years. If you're interested, please contact Troop 25 at info@troop-25.org.
Pack 80! We take girls and boys and we start in kindergarten.
Wow, starts in kindergarten.
Start
Pretty
at
cool.
kindergarten. Wow.
Mhm. All right, pretty cool. From right after that, we have the Venturing Crew 308. Venturing Crew 308 is youth-led organization for those 14 to 21 years old looking to lead the adventure. You can see some of the pictures that are on the scout vehicle there for Venturing Crew 308.
And behind them, we have Cub Scout Pack 8. Cub Scout Pack 8 is an active, fun Cub Scout pack chartered by Centreville Sportsman Club. Each year, our scouts enjoy hiking, overnight camping trips, racing Pinewood Derby cars, collecting food for the hungry, decorating veterans' graves, marching in parades, and much more.
I love to see the support. After that, we have Boy Scout Troop 80. Sometimes I get mixed up with the numbers. Boy Scout Troop 80. I'm like 880. Boy Scout Troop 80 is based in Dracut, located at the Centralville Sportsman's Club. Yes, if any youth have interest in joining our great organization, they can be contacted at troop80dracut@gmail.com.
So behind them, we've got the Centralville Sportsman Club. Centralville Sportsman Club is made up of members of Dracut and surrounding towns. You'll often see them in their orange shirts organizing and supporting town events. They also organize extremely active in the 3 Dracut scouting organizations. And also, we want to thank them today because they were very helpful in today's event. Dan Croce, you can see him marching there. Thank him for all his help.
Yes,
and his
Dan.
Thank you.
Yes.
We are very appreciative of all their help.
Dan Croce really helps us with the Memorial Day Parade. And also as part of the Sportsman's Club, we have a Honda Goldwing trike, which you can see sporting the American flag, the POW flag, and the Centralville Sportsman's flag.
Woo! And now we've got Uncle Sam's Jazz Band. This next group has a patriotic look going on and performs New Orleans jazz. Back on bourbon again.
Yeah, look at that big horn. That's cool. And then right behind them, you're going to see UMass Lowell EMS. UMass Lowell EMS is staffed by UML students and provides 24/7, 365 emergency care for the university and surrounding community. They provide 911 response and standby medical coverage. And here's my friends here at the Senior Center. All right, you see, stop by and pick up a newsletter to see all we have to offer, fitness classes to parties to educational talks to art classes. You are sure to find friends and activities to keep you busy here. And there's Sandy Catalano, our bus driver, and our social services coordinator, Stephanie LeClaire, riding on that bus.
So now we're going to have some antique vehicles. We have the Rob Roy antique vehicle.
Yep, so
it's a 1963 white Buick LeSabre.
I think it's LeSabre.
Sabre?
I think
Sabre?
LeSabre. I'm so bad with antique cars. But
Because,
yeah,
yeah.
Rob Roy does
Yeah.
put that car in the parade every year, which is really great.
Then you got the group of car enthusiastic who enjoys cars, hot rods. We got the Roadrunner Car Club. They've been cruising since 1958.
Yeah, and you'll see all these cars are part of that car club. So take a look at these beauties as they drive by. You don't see too many like this anymore.
We've got the Bernie, what is that, Commodus antique vehicle? Commodus. Sorry about the names. He's a member of the Dracut Roadrunners Club since 1917. His touring car built during World War I.
Wow.
Completely restored in 3 years finished time. In 2017, driven by Bernie and his daughter Jackie and 2 granddaughters, Sarah and Emily, giving out candy.
Yeah, so the car club's got quite a few
They
that
do.
they've put in the parade this year, which is really awesome. You don't see cars like this too often. Now they have self-driving cars out there.
Exactly. It's good. Can you help us parallel park too? Dan!
Hey, Dan.
I tell you, these cars are in great mint condition.
Yeah, and you'll see another antique fire truck that's part of the Dracut Car Club here too. That's driven by Leo.
Look at that.
You know
Monte
Leo?
Carlo. Leo. Oh,
There he
yes.
is.
Leo Karen is driving the antique fire truck. Leo Karen is an employee of our DPW Stormwater Division. He's a foreman.
And he's driving that another that's a different antique
Yes.
fire truck.
Wow. You don't see these cars out in the winter. These things are
No,
stored.
no. You can smell them though.
Oh yeah.
You can smell them coming. And then here we are at the conclusion Bringing up the rear here. Dracut Police.
As we finish out the parade, I'd like to thank the DATV and the staff
Yes.
coming out today. They put on a great show. They, thank them for coming out and
And covering the parade, doing an awesome job every year.
And those of you who hadn't had a chance to see the parade, I'm sure it will be shown on the DATV. We'd like to thank Gary Muse, and his staff again for all their help.
Yes. So as the last vehicle passes, we just want to thank all parties involved in helping another successful Memorial Day parade.
And again, thank you. And again, we want to also honor our fallen veterans today who Memorial Day is honored for them.
Yes, thank you to our veterans. Thank you to DATV. We'll see you again next year.
Bye-bye, everyone.